Hello everyone, happy Friday. Today I'm just doing some mixed media mark making, i.e. making stenciled and whatever background papers. So if you would like to watch or get your paints out and hang out, this is where I will be. So what I did first is I used my jelly plate and just did a quick background colors on these. Just got them ready to start making some marks, and I'm covered in paint already. So let's do this. So I'm just gonna be doing some stenciling, mark making, painting. I don't really have a plan, so what I use these papers for are background papers. They can be journal pages. They can also be cut up for like masterboard pages. So you can cut them up into several pieces and then use them as like collage backgrounds, I guess you could say. Make journal cards out of them. You can do all sorts of stuff with these. I have no plan, just mark making and having some fun with these. I'm looking through my stencils right now. I've got some favorite stencils and some new stencils that I'm going to be using. Oh, and I got a bunch of new paints. They're to my left. Well, here's some. Oops. Here's a few, and then there's like a ton on my left, which you'll see as I use them. So I'm just going to see where this takes me. A lot of this is going to be layering and adding, I know my camera's shaking, adding colors on top of colors, just to see what the final outcome possibly could become. I love making these. I think it's so much fun. No rules, just use your paints, use makeup sponges, and go. I'm trying to find a certain stencil at the moment. Here we go. This is one of my new favorite stencils that I'm gonna use. It's got like drippy, I guess like drippy circles. I don't know what they're called. But I always just use a pack of these and apply the paint with them. They work great. Just a pack of makeup sponges. I make a lot of these for, especially for journal covers, journal pages. I think they're fun. And I just wanted to try out my new colors. Oh, I'm getting myself into the paint to my right here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Neon, fluorescent or neon pink. I love it. I want to make these kind of wild. I don't know how well it's going to show up on this blue, but let's see. It did show up. I don't like that border, but another layer will cover it, so it's fine. I got some white gesso too that I could use. Oops, I just mixed my white and neon, but totally fine. Let's see. Add some numbers. Gotta make sure I'm in frame here. Yeah. Make this one. I'm standing up just to be sure. Let's see, what color should I do? Oops, dropped my sponge. Do a little more white. I love white because it contrasts so well. You guys have any Friday plans? I don't. You're looking at it. This is it. Crafts and hanging out. All right, let's see. What do I have here? I like to just make sure I get all the corners real well and the edges, just because a lot of times that's where I'm going to be cutting, and those pieces will be, you know, part of, I want those pieces to be useful in whatever collaging papers I'm making this for. Let's see. Now I mix my white and my black just because I didn't switch the sponge, but that's fine. I don't mind when my colors mix because I think it's fun. Just don't mind at all. There's a stencil I'm looking for. Let's see. Let's use some blue. And I usually save these. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see. Yeah, you can see where I'm dipping. I generally save that paper because it just becomes good collage paper. It's, you know. Ends up being good tear paper. See, I like that guy. Do another one. I don't think I have enough paint though. Ooh, I love having new colors. It's so much fun. So don't be afraid to layer, just keep going until you like it. And if you don't like something, like I'm not a fan of that, you know, the side of the stencil showing, I'll just cover it with another stencil basically. I'll blend it in just a sec. Once I find a stencil I want to use. I'm just trying all my stencils that are new basically. These are, maybe I'll use these right here because that'll cover that mark pretty well that I didn't like, or the wall I created, I guess. I don't know what you call it. Keep adding the layers. Okay. I do love the numbers on there. Now I want, I'll do some more of this one. Because you don't have to use tons and tons of stencils either for a good look. I'm just trying out new ones because I'm excited about them, but I've done a whole page in just this one stencil and it looks awesome. Let's see. Let's try, what color do we want here? Should we go crazy with maybe try some orange? Do all the colors? I say go for it because it can be covered up if I don't like it. Oops. Yeah, it barely shows, so orange probably isn't. I mean, it still gives it contrast up close, but not a very profound color. I'm gonna do, let's see here. some numbers right here. I love doing layers and just kind of being surprised as to what shows up when you pull the stencil. Let's see. Do some. And you don't have to layer just with paint either, so I'll show you some other things that I like to do to add layers. I'm gonna do some this way with some neon pink. Because why not? Because those dots look cool. I mean, you might not be able to see them, but it's like perfect collage paper. So if you were to cut it up and make like an ATC or, you know, a postcard. Hi, buddy. I got my dog sitting right next to me. He just came inside. I'm just making sure you can see. Yes, okay. Rough life. Let's see. I feel like I need something right here. All right. So then sometimes I take and move this paint so I don't end up with an armful of paint. And just add some detail with my Poscas. You don't even have to know what you're doing, just add. This is a Posca, what size is it? PC 5M gold. You can highlight things, go around things. For now, I'm just adding dots. Just because I like them. And then let's see. I always do dots. I love dots. They're so easy just to add a little tiny detailing, but I like to do clumps of threes. You can go around some of this stuff just to highlight it. That one is busy enough for my liking. I mean, I could keep going, but right now everything kind of needs to dry. So I'll work on another one while that one hangs out. Where's the ones I just did? Here we go. All right. So we'll let that one sit. Ooh, I think I got too much on my stencil here. That's all right, I'll spread it out. I love it. And you don't have to just use stencils. Maybe I can, let's see. Not use stencils and grab a paintbrush. Let's see if I can grab one while I'm sitting here. Let's see. Yeah, so you can just use regular old paintbrushes and make marks. Just do any kinds of marks. You can take the tip of your, sometimes I do this. And you can make marks just with dots. And you can use all sorts of stuff to make marks. Make X's. Oops, that didn't work very well. Kind of gives it like, I don't know, like a retro. I don't know what the word is. You can use a fan brush. Have like a feathering look to it. And if you don't like it, just cover it up with another layer. Oh, there was one thing that I was gonna make. I was gonna show you guys how to make your own stencils, but I'll do that in another video. I mean, there's many ways you can do it. I was just gonna show you one of my ways that I thought of today that I haven't even done yet. And I'm sure it's not new. But you can go around your house and use all sorts of stuff to mark make. One thing I use a lot to make marks, let me see if, I like how it's subtle. You can't really see it, but I like how it's just kind of layery there. Is you can use a paper towel, the brown paper towel holder, and dip it and make circles. I have one. Let me grab it real quick. Okay, buddy. This is my little toolbox of things that I use to make marks. Let me see, what was I gonna show you? Oh yeah, this. So it's from paper towel, I think. So you just dip it in your paint. Oops, that's got a little, kind of a chunk in it, but easy way to make a stencil or make a mark. This one might be a little too wet for me to keep going. We'll see. Becomes a total mess when I'm doing this, of course. What else do I want to add? White. See what this does. Why not, right? Might not look beautiful in any way, but you got to picture if you were cutting it up, how cool it would look to be a background for something. Let's see if I can grab. Got some gold. Let's see if probably can't see this gold, but when it dries, it'll give it some shimmer. Kind of looks cool in those black. I was trying to flick it, but wasn't having any luck. There it goes a little bit. Having too much fun making marks and flicking. You could do this. You could also flick your acrylic paint and get it wet and mix it up with some water. Flick it. I don't have any water on hand here, so I'm not gonna do that at the moment. This is also a great mark maker. It's see my hands. What you'd use, one of the makeup pieces. So I'll show you. Well, let's see. I don't have a lot of room here, but see, I think it looks cool. Just makes you just cover up other layers until you are completely satisfied. You can you can let it dry and add more layers too. Running out of paint with that pink, but I think it's perfectly fine to leave it this way. I mean, I may add some detail with my Poscas once it's all dry. It'd be hard to do right now. You know, I could add my little polka dots, it just adds some subtle detail. I don't think there's anything I don't use polka dots on. I love polka dots. So, and these gold ones aren't like super profound, but they add just enough. I can even put some in here on the border. I don't know if you can see. That's gonna be a fun page. You got a picture cutting it up. You could add, oops. Shoot, I'm running out of space here. X's. Another mark that's kind of cool is like little crosses. Oops. I'm running out of places to put my arm because of all the wet paint, so probably should wait until this dries. But I don't want to. Oh, I think it started to rain. You can hear it pelting against my window. All right, so that's kind of cool. If you like funky stuff like that. I like this one better than this one. But yeah, so that's kind of fun. I need to find a spot to set these. Ooh, I'm dropping them everywhere. All right, so now I got paint all over everything, which is awesome. I might just make some marks here. Maybe just make marks with my Poscas, we'll see. I don't know. Do not know. That's what's so much fun. You just kind of go with it. You could even do some like graffiti. Oopsie, losing my paint. All right, that paint's not gonna work right there. Oh, it kind of added some texture on that one. Oh, this is fun to make marks on corrugated cardboard. What color? I guess I have to do some, mostly white and black, I think, to show up on this. So I got this just from a box in my garage. I just paint this. Oops, I dropped it. What, buddy? I know you're tired. Kind of looks cool. Is that enough? Or should I keep going? That might be good. Oh, the rain is pelting out there. Let's see if I can get any of this yellow up. Oops. Let me look. Add this little marks with this little paintbrush. I dig it. I know it's wild, but I dig it. I don't know if I have room for much more. Could probably do a little more corrugated. Use up the rest of this black ink or paint. Let's see. Oh, it is pouring out there. Dang it, it sounds like hail. It is hail. Oh, maybe it's not. Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna leave that one like that for now. So we've got this one. Oh, that gold is like pouring down it. This one. Which one's your favorite? Got these two. And then this one's not nearly as wild. It's wild in its own way, but so we'll say 1, 2, 3. Put in the comments which one's your favorite, 1, 2, or 3. All right, guys, that's it for right now. I might do some more a little bit later, but thank you for hanging out. If you're still here, hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you later.